Hello and welcome to sunny Finland. I'm Mike Porter with East Coast Yacht Sales, and we're here taking you through the all-new Axopar 29. Even though we have blizzard conditions today, I'm really excited to show you around this new model from Axopar. Really excited about the boat. Spent the last 2 days on board here and very, very impressive. A lot to take in. Really every space on the boat that you go into, you're sort of wowed by the use of space and how they were able to fit so much into such a little package. Up on the bow of the 29, we've got this amazing seating area. Right now you can see we've got the big U-shaped seat. The standard is going to be the L bench to port. This will be an option to have this full U-shape, and I think it's a no-brainer. I mean, this is incredible. There will be a table here, which is shaped sort of just like the opening. So you will be able to seat 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 here, with 6, 7 there, seating that many people up on the bow. I mean, with kids 8 or 9 even, just a really awesome space here. This table will drop down with a filler piece. There will be another filler piece forward. So this will be one big sun lounge on the bow. You can see my backrest cushion here. Just a fantastic use of space here. One of my favorite features on the 29 is no more fiddling for the latch under the seat cushion here. Just open right up. You can see our table actually in here. I'll set that up for you later. But take a look at that, how easy. And when you don't want it to open, it won't open there. Same thing up on the bow. That seat opens. We have access to our charger here. And this seat is open below, so you can toss shoes, sandals, and whatnot in there. Up here on the bow, take a look at our anchor locker. We've got the 25 style quick stainless steel windlass with sort of a separate anchor chain locker to port, and then fenders and lines and whatnot to starboard. We do have a great handheld remote for this electric anchor windlass. And moving just aft here, this forward facing seat is a huge, awesome plus on this boat. I mean, it really makes the look of the boat. And of course we have this brilliant feature of the multi-compartment here forward. So this will be standard as storage. We do have a head in here, and as well as what you can see, the cushions forming an actual forward berth. So let's go on in here and let's take a look around at these features. This multi-cabin has 3 functions to it. So we've got a head, that's right, what I'm sitting on right here. So she's a toilet. We've also got storage compartment. That's what will be the standard. Will be empty space down here for loading gear and bags, and all of our adventure gear will go in here. And then it's also an overnight sleeping compartment. So we've got mattresses on either side, and the filler piece that comes up. You can actually sleep 2 adults and a kid in here actually quite easily. So those 3 functions of this multi-cabin really make this a versatile space. As I'm standing here, these walk-around side decks are quite spacious. If you're used to the Axopar 28, I'd say that you have quite a bit more space out there than the 28. Again, this is an all-new model, so it is hard to compare the two. I know that sounds crazy, but it's hard to compare them. And coming in here, we also have this walkway space where we don't have a step. It is easy to get in. It is a bit of a long step, but it's easy since your actual height of the deck here is a few inches lower than what it looks like here. You do step over that ridge to get into the cabin. These sliding doors are great. I've got a little pocket here, and then I do have a step access here on the starboard side. So this allows for, as from the helm, as I'm climbing out here onto the deck, I can use that as a step to get up and over. But really the access is quite, I'm barely ducking. I know I'm not you know, 6'4" or anything like that, but it is quite easy. And you can see here, we do have quite a bit more headroom, maybe on other 30-foot boats in this size range. It looks like a really small pilot house when you're standing on the dock and looking at the boat, but from inside here, just a really, really great feeling. You're looking straight out the window. It feels like a really beefy, broad-shouldered boat when you're sitting here at the helm. Really happy with the drivability of the boat. The performance and seaworthiness is everything that we're used to from the Axopar brand. If you've read anything online, if you've ever been for a sea trial, the best part about all of the Axopar models, from the 22 to the 45, is the seaworthiness, the performance, the drivability. This is the most fun boat to drive that I've ever driven. I know you might think I'm biased, but I've driven a lot of boats over the years, and there's really nothing like it. It's a tremendous sensation. And when I say these boats, all of the Axopar models, the 29 is no different. There's very little bow rise. The boat can handle any seas. We were out off the coast of Finland here. It's gnarly weather. You can see around us. It was the same yesterday, and we were just powering through it at well over 30 knots, having a blast. So the drivability is fantastic, and I would say that the 29 is the best ride that I've been on of the Axopar models. It's tremendous, and that's really saying something because these boats are phenomenal. So really great normal driving position that you're used to from Axopar, but the 29 here is just wonderful. I love the displays. This full length helm here is great, and I still have good storage space. Can put my iPhone here. I've got the American cup holders, my Vaasa diesel heater, which has been wonderful today and yesterday. We've got our Boca switches here, as well as our trim tab joystick and the bow thruster. We've got our JL audio control and the Simrad VHF radio. Everything really nicely laid out. I've got my throttles here to starboard, my start switches, and down below I've got a nice little pocket, my kill switch. The battery switches are right here. And over to port, I've got a really great sort of glove box here for the co-pilot. Really nice place. We didn't really have this on any of the other Axopar models, so great spot to put a phone. We're told that this will have some non-skid features on it, so you could keep your phone on here too, as well as some charging ports. With all this, we still need a fridge and a sink on the boat, so we fold these seats forward here, and we've got a sink here to starboard and a fridge here to port, which we're used to from the Axopar 28, but very same access, great use of space as always. So sitting back here in the aft seats is quite a sensation on the 29. We're used to something similar on the Axopar 28, but what Axopar has done here is they've taken the mullions, which are these vertical supports that were back here, and it was quite a big mullion with an angle to it, and they've moved everything a little bit forward, so that's now here, and what we get is this really wide open feeling here. So when you're backing the boat up or just sitting here underway, you have tremendous visibility without any blind spots at all. I mean, this is an inch in width here, and with that we just have a ton of room. It's a really comfortable space to be. You can sit, put your feet up here and sit sideways, which is always a popular way of doing things on the 28 and the 37. So this is a really comfortable, relaxing spot if there's just two people underway on the boat, or three. So just to my right here, sitting in the seat, I will have a cup holder here. Again, with the prototype model, it's not on there yet, and there will be one on the port side matching. We do have a little USB connector there on the port hand side. Not quite sure yet if that'll be on starboard as well, but it is there to port. And the access to the aft cabin is brilliant on this boat. So I fold this seat back up, fold this up here, and I have this little latch that is magnetic that holds it right in. I can remove it quite easily with this red pull tab. This access with just really one motion, I guess two motions with pulling this up, but really not necessary. We've got this great storage area here that runs the whole length, and we've got the access to the cabin here. And our berth is flush with the ground here, so all I need to do is crawl in and lay down. The aft cabin is super roomy back here. It feels a lot bigger than it looks from the outside. The mattresses carry all the way forward underneath these aft seats here, and it does taper the further aft we get here, but you can sleep easily 2 people quite nicely. And with the taper and the filler piece, you could sleep with your head facing forward if you preferred, although I think it would be easier to get in and out of the cabin from here just by scooting, you know, more towards the front and walking up. I love this aft window, kind of a la the Axopar 45. Obviously quite a bit smaller window here, but it is nice to, with the hard top, eliminate any claustrophobia there. And we also have these really cool side vents, so I can actually open these up, and it's a very simple passive ventilation here. And obviously it's windy and cold out today, but I do get quite a bit of fresh air blowing in through these side vents. We do have one on either side. And then I do have, I can open the aft hatch here with this little latch right there. On the other Axopar aft cabins, we haven't had this filler piece here. There's a footwell to make it easier to get in and out of the aft cabin. And we actually do have that here. So this filler piece has a hard bottom to it. That comes out and can be stowed actually in here. We've got a bunch of gear on board here, safety gear, because we've been boating in the Finnish winter and freezing cold waters, but it runs all the way to this starboard side too. So we do have quite a bunch of storage here. I mean, there are probably a dozen life jackets in there, a blanket, and a fire extinguisher, which you can see that I've kind of shoved back up in there. So really great access. And beneath our cushions back here, we have the battery boxes and systems are underneath that aft berth, kind of like they are on the Axopar 37. And let's go check out the aft sunpad. So this hull number 0 prototype of the 29 does have the aft cabin, which has been extremely popular on all the Axopar models. This one has a bit of an angular shape to it. We've got a really nice backrest cushion here, some cup holders that are built in. I love the design here. So we've gone with sort of a really nice line design that dresses up the boat quite a bit. They're still working on this seat back. I guess it's going to be a little bit bigger, according to Jan Erik. Got the light up Axopar logo in the middle there, which I'm really excited about. We also have the same hatches that I showed you on the foredeck to get into these fender lockers on port and starboard. You can see a really beefy setup here. I've got the my water wash down shower there, and much beefier cushion. So we got a really nice place to sit back here. Social area with a couple people on the sunpad and a couple people on these fender boxes. And then we do have access to the aft cabin as for loading gear. So this is a storage area as well as a sleeping area. A lot of people want to do an overnight or two. Most folks aren't spending, a week or 2 weeks sleeping on the boat. So a lot of the usage in day boating is going to be a really great gear locker. So right down here, I have the unlock button, and this aft cabin just opens up, and I can load my paddle boards and backpacks and towels, and all my gear goes right in here. I mean, shoot, I could just load a kid right into the boat right from here. Just incredible access, and a feature that I guess we didn't really know we needed, but is really helpful. We do have the twin 200 Mercuries on this prototype. The boat will be offered with the single Mercury V10s, as well as these engines here. We're not quite sure on the engine packages yet, so more to come on that. We do have the tow bar. This is going to be just a great feature. The tow bar that I really love, just for getting on and off the boat. It's a really nice handhold back here if you're swimming and whatnot. We've got the telescoping swim ladder that we're used to here, and nice swim platform. I mean, we have really nice access to the water here. Might go for a dip later if we're feeling a little crazy. Yeah, just a great area back here in the aft cockpit. We have the rocket launcher rod holders up top as well for the fishing enthusiasts. Again, the Axopar isn't really a hardcore fishing boat, but we do want the ability to toss a couple lines in and fish a bit for fun and with kids and whatnot. So we do have the ability to do that. And then our mast, which we're used to here with the Simrad radar, searchlight, and our VHF antennas. So how we were able to get all this space into the boat is, you notice with the side-on view of the boat how she has a really aggressive bow, and it's a lot taller than what we're used to on the 28, which you can see right next to us. Look at the Mark I 28 there with that low bow versus this. And we're able to get that extra space up forward, first of all, by carrying the wide beam here from midship bit further forward, and then we also have a slope here to get up to the bow to give us that space underneath with the forward cabin. So we are quite a bit higher up here than what we're used to. It's really nice having these boats side by side to see the difference. When you're standing at the helm, it doesn't ruin your visibility at all, but we do have quite a bit more space up here up on the foredeck. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about the Axopar 29, feel free to call, text, or email me. My contact information is right below the video. Thanks for watching.